Hello and welcome. As our world gets more and more connected, we're all thinking about how to stay safe. So today, we're going to talk about using one of our most powerful tools, just simple awareness, to confidently navigate all this new technology and protect ourselves from some of the latest scams out there.
Just so you know, this explainer is from Chapter 6 of the tutorial Introduction to Artificial Intelligence for Older Adults by Virtualization Options LLC. Okay, with that said, let's dive right in.
I want you to just imagine this for a second. The phone rings, you pick it up, and you hear a voice that sounds exactly like your grandchild. They're panicked, they're in some kind of trouble, and they're asking you to send money right away. It's a situation designed to make any of us act purely on emotion. But with today's technology, we have to stop and ask, is that really them? Now, it's true that artificial intelligence gives criminals some pretty sophisticated new tools. But, and this is important, it absolutely does not mean we're helpless. In fact, the very skills we've used our whole lives, a healthy dose of skepticism and the simple act of checking things out, are still our absolute best defense. And that really is the heart of it all. This isn't about being afraid of technology, not at all. It's about being aware and feeling empowered. Because when you know what to look for, you can protect yourself and your family with real confidence. All right, so what exactly should we be watching for? Let's take a look at the most common types of AI-powered scams that you might run into. Just knowing what they are is the very first step to beating them. So first on the list are these voice cloning scams. Here's how it works. A scammer can grab just a tiny audio clip of someone's voice, maybe from a video they posted on social media, and use AI to make that voice say absolutely anything they want. They use this to create that fake, urgent phone call, pretending to be a family member in some terrible emergency. The plea is always emotional, and it's always urgent. Next up, we have deepfake videos. This is where AI is used to create a video that looks completely 100% real, but it's totally fake. You might see a video of a famous, trusted person, say a news anchor or a big-shot investor, endorsing a financial product or some kind of miracle cure. It can be incredibly convincing, but you have to remember, seeing isn't always believing anymore, especially if that video is asking you for money. And finally, let's talk about phishing emails, because they've gotten a lot smarter. AI helps scammers write emails that are practically flawless. No more of those clumsy spelling mistakes we used to look for. They'll have perfect company logos, and they might even use personal details about you to seem legit. They always create a false sense of urgency, like your account is about to be closed, to get you to panic and click a dangerous link without thinking. Okay, now for the good news. As clever as these scams are, they all have giveaways. They leave clues behind. And once you learn to recognize these red flags, they become so much easier to spot and, of course, to avoid. Let's break them down. Let's look at the scammer's playbook, shall we? First, they create a huge sense of urgency to get your adrenaline going so you can't think straight. Then they ask for really unusual forms of payment, like gift cards or a wire transfer. Why? Because those are almost impossible to trace or get back. They might use personal details they found about you online to build your trust. And this last one is a big one. They almost always pressure you to keep it a secret. They don't want you talking to someone else who might see right through the scam. And this brings us to what might be the single most important piece of advice I can give you. Trust your gut. That little feeling inside that says, something isn't quite right here. That's your best defense. It is always, always okay to be cautious. It's okay to hang up the phone. It's okay to just say no. You don't owe an explanation to a stranger. Okay, so now we know what to look for. Let's start building your personal defense plan. These are simple, clear, and totally doable steps that anyone can take to stay safe. So if you get one of those frantic calls, here is your 4-step plan. Step 1, do not trust the caller ID. That can be easily faked. Step 2, hang up. Just hang up. Don't worry about being rude. Your safety is way more important. Step 3, call the person back, but use a number that you already have for them in your own phone. And if they don't answer, call another family member to check. And step 4, this is a fantastic one, create a family code word, a simple, unique word that only your family knows to use in a real emergency. And here's how we can build a stronger defense for the long haul. Be really mindful of what you share online. A great first step is setting your social media accounts to friends only. Like we just talked about, set up this family protocols, like a code word. Make it a personal rule to always verify before you act, especially before sending a dime to anyone. And again, always, always trust your instincts. All right, let's talk about something really important. These scammers are professionals at what they do, and even the most careful person can be tricked. If it happens to you, there is absolutely no reason to feel embarrassed. What's important is that you act quickly. There's a clear path forward.
Think of this as your recovery checklist. First thing, call your bank or your credit card company. They have fraud departments that are there to help you. Second, report it to the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov. This helps the authorities track these people down. Third, change any passwords you think might be at risk. And finally, tell your family. They can give you support, and hearing your story might be the very thing that protects them from the same scam.
I really want to emphasize this point. Being targeted by a professional scammer has nothing to do with how smart you are. These schemes are designed to trick anyone. The most important thing is to move past any feeling of embarrassment and just take action to protect yourself and to help protect others. We've covered a lot of ground, but it really all comes down to being prepared. So I'll leave you with this one thought. What is one simple conversation you can have with your family, maybe even tonight, to start putting your safety plan into action? Maybe it's just picking that code word. That single conversation can make all the difference in the world. Stay safe and stay aware.